Alright, so I'm going to show you the beauty of being able to practice your chord progressions going up in minor thirds. Number one, they sound amazing, but in addition to that, it acts as a bit of a way to kind of test your fundamental understanding in terms of harmony, and just to make sure that, you know, your chord understanding and chord awareness is in tip-top shape. It's a good challenge, it's a creative challenge, but it sounds really good as well. So we're going to be in the key of C. I'm going to give you a chord progression that starts in the key of the first degree of the major scale, so chord 1. So this is the major scale of C. So we're going to start on chord 1, C major or C add 2. We're going to go to the 6, which is going to be A minor, A minor 7. Let's go to F major. And then we're going to be playing a G sus. Yeah, so it's going to be C, A minor, F major, and then G sus. One more time. So a minor third away from C is going to be E flat. Let me show you how this works. I'm going to put it in the key of E flat. Check it out. A. Oh. I'm going to go back down to C. Alright, let me show you what's happening in there. Like, as you can see, the chords aren't complicated at all, but it sounds so wonderful where you transition to that minor third away, that location, a minor third away. So we have chord 1, chord 6, chord 4, and then we're finishing with this sus chord on G. So a minor third away from C is going to be that E flat. Now let's actually just plan all our minor third locations. So in relation to C, it's actually going to turn into a diminished chord, but I'll show you that in a moment. So E flat is a minor third away. So what's a minor third away from E flat? Well, it would be this F sharp, yeah, or G flat. And then likewise going a minor third away from G flat or F sharp will be our A. So that creates a diminished 7 chord. Yeah. So these are our location, and surprise, surprise, once we're in the key of A and we got up a minor third, we're back to C. So this is all we need. So what we're going to do to be able to go to each key, we're going to think, okay, what is the 5 sus? Because in music, going from 5 to 1, that's one of the strongest relationships that you're going to have. So if you can get the 5 of the location of where you're going to next, just slot it in there. It's going to make the transition just sound a bit more effortless. So in the key of C, the 5 is G. So we'll remember that. And we'll do it as a sus chord. So in the fundamental chord progression, it just so happens to have a G sus at the end anyway. So you have C major, A minor, F major, and then G sus. But when we transition to the key of E flat, so let's get there, right about here. So we'll have the 1. This is the E flat major scale. This is the 1. But we need that 5 sus to start off with. So we're going to be looking at B flat, that will be our 5. And it will be played as a sus chord like this. So on my right hand, I'm going down a tone. I'm playing A flat major with that B flat that creates that sus chord. Just like in the key of C, the 5 was the G. So my right hand went down a tone, play the F major chord, put it together, there you go, there's your sus chord. But in the key of E flat, we're going to just introduce that B flat sus. Oh no, we're not in the key of B flat, no, we are in the key of E flat, but we have a B flat sus chord. That's the chord that we're going to need. Then when we transition to the chord progression, which fundamentally was, it was 1, 6, 4, and then 5 sus. Let's just recap it one more time. So we had our C, that was the 1, 6, 4, 5 sus. So in the key of E flat, then that will be here. And this is really important to know in terms of your foundation major scale. So we have 1, 6, 4, and then our 5 sus. So what would that be in the key of G flat then? Because we're going to be going to there next. Let's plan this. So this is the location that we're going to be in. We're going to get our sus chord in there first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to have our 1, 6, 4, and then our sus chord. Likewise for A, the last key. So the sus will be on the E. That's our 5. And when we get there, it will be 1, 6, 4, 5 sus. Alright, so let's put this through. Let me show you how beautiful this sounds. And as I say, as you can see, especially if you're new to this will really kind of, it will challenge you. Let's put it that way. It will challenge you to be able to really work out these key centers and get a fundamental understanding in terms of how the major and minor chords that we're using here we really do work, and also this sus chord as well. So put in the time, especially if you're new to this, just take the time to just systematically go through the respective key center so that you have a clear foundation, so that you're able to employ this creatively and in a way that's enjoyable and fun. So here we go. So you got 1, 6, transition to the, let's do it one more time actually, let's just set it up. Alright, so we're going to go up a minor third, going up to E flat, C minor, oh yeah, one more time in the key of E flat, then we're going to transition to G flat. Okay, so here we go. Ooh. And then on the sus, let's just go to the A. Oh. And then back round to C, sus. That sounds so good. So let me do it slower for you, and I'll change the key center as well so you can see it. So we have C. Hey. Alright, we're going to go to E flat now. So there's your sus, and then we're here. Chord 1. Going down to the C minor. Going down to the A flat major. Alright, we're going to be moving to the key of G flat now. Here we go. So, and now here we go. Okay. So now we're going to be moving to the key of A. So, and then move into the key of C. So the real kind of takeaway from this is really, to just take your time. Number one, take your time and be able to see these chords as not just, destination points. What I mean destination points, what am I saying here? So yeah, not seeing these chords, not seeing the chords in isolation, that's what I mean. So, we have C major, but in the key of C that has a role, it's called 1. Likewise, the 6, that A minor isn't just A minor, it's the 6 of this key. The F major isn't just F major, it's the 4 of this key. And then this 5 sus acts as, or this G sus acts as a 5 in this relevant key. Because what you really want to kind of understand is, how all the 12 keys work. And granted, we've just done 4. But you could do this same exercise going up and starting in the key of D flat. So, for example, same chords, and then and the sus. So a minor third away from D flat would be E. So then we'll just employ our E sus, our B sus, which is a 5 in the key of E, and then we're away. Sus. Alright, so a minor third away from the E will be G. So we just employ it. The D sus, which is the 5. And as you can see, I'm just kind of flowing because I know, fundamentally what all my major scale notes are. And that way I'm able to, effortlessly go between these keys. And this exercise works really well. In total, there are 12 keys. So 12 potential keys on the keyboard that you could be playing in. So by doing them in terms of groups of 4, essentially you just have to do kind of 3 positions. So let me show you what I mean by that. So if you have a chord progression, just pick 4 chords in the key of C. Do the same thing in the key of E flat. Don't forget to get your 5 sus chord to go to the relevant key. So these are the relevant minor thirds away. So you got E flat, which is a minor third away from C, then you got this F sharp, minor third away from the E flat, and then the A. And then by the time you get to the A, you're going to come back around to C. Yeah, so these are the 4 you need in that position. Then you go up to D flat or C sharp. So now we're going to need a chord progression that has, you know, some chords in D flat. Do the same thing then in E. Don't forget to get your beat, your 5 sus chord to take you to that key. Then G and then B flat. Alright, that's fine. Then we're going to do one more step then. So it'll be D now. So find the chord progression, or you could use the same chord progression that you played in D flat. Do the same thing in D. Then do the same thing in F, because F is a minor third away. Then a minor third away from F is A flat, and then B. And then at that point, you would have covered all the 12 keys, yeah, by just utilizing these particular anchor points in terms of going up by minor thirds, starting on C, then starting on D flat, and starting on D. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.